Hello, everyone. This is Omni Talk Retail. I'm Chris Walton.
And I'm Mezzenga.
And we are coming to you live from the VusionGroup booth at the World Retail Congress, booth number 1, Ann.
Yes.
Number 1 in the networking area. Come on by, say hello if you're at the show. And thanks to the VusionGroup for helping to make all our coverage of this show possible, as well as many other shows throughout 2024. All right, Ann, joining us today, I'm so excited for this one. My kids are too, I think, Ann,
yes.
so are yours.
Yes.
We have Martin Urrutia Islas, the Global Head of Retail Innovation and Experience at LEGO. Martin, welcome to Omni Talk.
Thank you. And I definitely need to start with this. So this
Yes.
is me coming to the booth to visit you, but of course, it's going to be me speaking on behalf. But nice to meet you.
Yes.
Thanks for having
No,
me. It's
no
a
one
pleasure.
has ever brought. I've never
personalized
received
Lego.
a Lego business card before, but there you have it. It's so on brand. I'm so excited to get to know you, Martin. My kids were most excited for me to interview you. I told them, they're like, "Who are you going to interview at this show?" And I said, "Oh, we have Martin. He works for Lego," and their eyes grew big. I'm sure that is not the first time that that's happened to you ever. I would love to know a little bit more about what's all included in your retail innovation role at LEGO and a little bit of your background.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, this experience is fantastic, and now we have it available for our fans in the stores.
Yes,
So
right.
not all, but many of the Lego stores around the world have this experience called the Minifigure Factory.
Oh, yes.
So you can come to the stores
Done
and
it.
create your minifigure, and make
3
whatever.
for $9.99. Yes, we are very familiar, Martin.
Exactly. You know it well.
A trip
Yes.
to the Mall of
Yeah,
America is
Mall of
not
America.
not complete unless we have
Of
a
course,
minifigure.
and we have new content. But anyway, coming to me, right? Talking about content.
Yes.
Martin, I head up the retail experience and innovation team.
Okay.
For the stores, we have more than 1,000 stores around the world. Lego.
Wow,
So
I didn't
our
know
job,
that.
yeah, was
Okay.
fantastic. We are closer to fans, to families as much as we can.
Yeah.
And the role of my team, as fantastic, talented group of people that work with me, it is to create those experiences that will give you the smile when you come to the store. Will make you touch the product, touch the Lego brick, engage with that. And we're developing those experiences. Could be digital, could be
Yep.
analog, and we have that in many places. And I'm based in the headquarters in Denmark.
Well, what got you into working for Lego? Like, are you a fan? Like, how did you find Lego?
Yeah, well, I've been with the company now 13 years. I'm
Wow,
originally
years.
No, 13.
13, okay. Oh my
but
God,
you know,
okay.
it's very
I was
intense.
like, my God,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
look great.
Actually, I changed it. Originally, when I came, I had a black wig,
Right.
but now I needed to
Right.
change it to silver.
Yeah, right.
But it's been a great time. I'm from Mexico, moved to Denmark 13 years ago for the
Okay,
job.
wow.
And what it got me here is, first of all, the brand,
Yeah.
the value, but also through the interview process, knowing the team and knowing how important is creativity and innovation. And in retail, as I've been a retailer, working in retail all my career, that was a very interesting fit because I knew that we could play together. We could try different things, and the culture is super important, right? We'll
Right.
try different new experiences.
So, I mean, Lego's known for creating engaging retail experiences. Like, why is that? What is your process? How do you continue to do that successfully year in and year out, over and over again?
Well, there's a couple of factors, of course, having the perfect mix. One of them is knowing your consumer, knowing your shopper, knowing who,
Yeah.
what is the passion and what they want to do, and what is, exciting them when they come to the stores. So recently, for example, we launched a beautiful botanicals line. So we're engaging now, people who are in love with flowers, with gardens,
Right.
with arts and crafts, but also as a new way to express their love for others. But in the stores, of course, the process is knowing who's the audience, knowing the brand. The brand
Yeah.
ethos is super important. And when we need to prioritize experience, it's very important that we definitely prioritize the ones that they're more aligned with the brand, they're more aligned with our values. And then constantly trying, piloting, at least in our process, in my team, we call this putting bets into a concept. Might be the most successful idea ever, or maybe it's going to be something that we need to put in the museum of memories. But being brave and curious and trying different things.
And how many of those different bets do you have going on at any one time across your 1,000, plus store base?
Of course, we have not as many as
Okay.
we want to. Definitely, we would like to do more, but of course, we need to prioritize the resources. Stores have a large amount of visitors always, so it is difficult for us to put all of those different in motion
Right.
at
You
the
can't
same
do
time.
every idea you want
But
to.
we definitely have a couple of different ones because the process goes from testing once, making sure it works. Maybe we do that internally in our employee store. Maybe we do that with our colleagues and friends. Then we put this as soon as we can in a store to get some direct feedback. We try to avoid long development process.
Okay.
The sooner we can go live, we
Right.
can go live. We love it because give us the insights, and then based on the findings, we regroup and then we go and roll out.
Got it. So I want to make sure I heard that. So you test everything in the employee store first, and then you go to the live public stores next? Is that a typical process, or how's that work?
That's the preferred
The
process,
preferred process, okay.
especially on
interesting.
ideas that they are. We need to make sure that things work, right? Is it the right height? Is the Wi-Fi connection working?
Yes.
Are the products or the story engaging for people? So we try that. Also knowing that, of course, we'll be in contact with colleagues who are very sharp and
Yes.
they really
Yes.
know what the brands are like.
Yeah.
So you get the best feedback you could aim. But of course, sometimes we just need to shortcut and just go live because there's an event in Fifth Avenue or there's an event, in Mall of America.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So we have different ways.
This
But
is great. So are the employees more forgiving or less forgiving than the customers when you do these tests? I'm curious.
I think, to be honest, less forgiving.
Less forgiving, are they?
They love the brand. We all
Yeah.
protect
That's
it, but also, it's difficult sometimes to say, well, forget your 20 years that you've been here.
Right.
Let's him have a new start, a new
Right.
imagination. So it's that balance, but definitely everybody's willing to contribute. On what
Probably
we do.
good to lean that way, though, I got to imagine. Yeah.
yes.
You gotta
and it's a no cost, by the way.
Right, right.
We
You got a
have it.
lot of people invested in the brand, that's for
Yes.
sure. Well, Martin, I have a question about the digital components of the store. We think of Lego as a very tactile experience, something that you play with and you pick up with your hands. How do you and your team kind of decide the right moments to inject digital experiences into the stores and online?
Yes, it's a great question because that's, a conversation and a question that we ask ourselves a lot.
Yeah.
First of all, we see technology as something that should be as invisible as we can for shoppers. And that's what I mean in the retail experience. The moment you say, oh, I'm looking at a screen, oh, I need to
Yeah.
connect to this, then there's no experience. You're
Right.
becoming a product showcase. So that's the same actually. If I use an example, nobody cares if the table is made of wood or Korean or plastic, right? You're playing.
Right.
So that's the way we want to see. Technology should be an
Interesting.
enabler
Interesting.
and not the main point of what we do. Then the second part, of
That's a
course,
great point.
yes, the moment you see it, then it's not making the purpose. But not only digital, again, any other things. The other part that we are always looking into when we do digital, it is scalability.
Yeah.
In the retail world, of course, we don't always have the ideal conditions for digital. We are located in the back of the mall, so
Right.
Wi-Fi might not arrive. 5G probably is minimum. So how do we, combine that? So we need to look into different, areas to prioritize. What is actually, the priority also is going back to what I mentioned before. Doesn't matter if it's digital or not. It needs to fit with the brand. It needs to be something that will connect you with play, with the Lego brick,
Right.
digital or analog, because that's the way kids are playing.
Right, exactly.
That's really fascinating. And I love the idea of digital is the same as thinking about what's the type of table you're using, plastic
Right,
or wood. That's
right.
a really interesting analogy. Okay, well let's delve into that a little bit more. So omnichannel, that's what we're all about. How do you think about that? Can be digital, but it cannot be too. So how do you think about making the Lego experience more omnichannel?
Yeah, of course, as a retailer with 1,000 stores, omnichannel is something that is very important for us. We are working very hard, on our e-commerce page, working very hard, to have that experience coming in there, making sure that our associates will guide you to the shop, the nearest shop, or even showing inventory before you take that trip with the family to the store. However, what is exciting me right now is actually not omni-channel. I think that's one side. What is exciting me is a new stream or a new area that we are calling omni experiences.
Okay.
And this is, probably to me it is the next wave or the next evolution of experiences, because it's not only, you come to a store, you have an experience, cut.
Yeah.
Then you go to online and you have an experience cut. But what is the bridge? What is the connection? And we are really excited to continue this year with the evolution of the omni experiences. And one example of that is, for example, we are running creativity workshops in the stores. We want to be the canvas and the place where many of our consumers and shoppers, especially families and girls, will come to the store and play and express yourself. And but not everybody can come.
Right.
Not everybody has the time. The other part is what happens when you finish the experience. Is that finished? So what we're doing now, we're actually extending the experience to the online touch points,
Okay.
the Omni experience, and that means that when you go home, if you want to see the workshop again or you want to do it again, actually you could play the content on demand. You already got the bricks, the Lego bricks, so why don't you play that on demand? The other part is, for example, you build your, I don't know, your frame for your photo, your flower set.
Yeah.
Well, what if you want to do more? You want to go a little bit deeper. So you started in the store and then you come home and then you finish that. And we also are doing the opposite. You start online.
Yes.
You start with your creativity workshop online, but then you come to the store and continue and engage with our team. So to me, what is exciting me is not seeing omnichannel as a commerce platform. It actually has huge potential to become a larger experience when you start to connect the points.
Right.
Go from a flower to a garden, so to
There-
speak.
Yeah.
Right?
We do have that. There's
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
great.
yes,
Wow.
Well, Martin, you were, speaking of workshops, you were running a workshop yesterday. Tell us a little bit about what you shared with the people who were in attendance there.
Absolutely. Yesterday, we came to, with a great group of friends and colleagues.
Yeah.
Ulta, Mars, Sapos as well. And we, that's the nice thing about the conference. Sometimes we make this conference one way and we connect with people, but nothing happens beyond. So we met in World Retail Congress a couple of years ago, and now we started to chat every
Really?
other week. We connect, we spar, we share, challenges, interesting topics. And due to the background from the team, we definitely found that AI, and data, it becomes an important part of the day-to-day in retail. However, we should not forget the human behind. We need to make sure that we always think on who's the person behind the numbers.
Right.
Who's the, what are the passions that they have. So yesterday we had a workshop on that.
Okay.
No brands at all. We were just talking about our belief on the importance of being, human-centric, consumer-centric. And the last part, of course, when we illustrated the creativity that humans have, AI can give you a perfect answers, perfect solution. That's what it's aiming. So we actually asked AI to develop a Lego dock
Yeah.
with 6 bricks.
Yeah.
And the beautiful, they were beautiful photos. I mean, AI did beautiful ones. But I have an extra with
Really?
me here. We actually asked all the people in the workshop, say, okay, you have this bag
Yeah.
with 6 bricks,
Yeah.
and you have 45 seconds to develop your own dock.
Okay.
All of them were amazing. Some of them, with a big head. Some others with a long neck. Some others, with the tail probably running on the side. And this was an interesting comparison because when we saw the picture on screen
Yeah.
of what AI did, but then all of them looked perfect. I asked for 6 pictures. All of them look the same.
Yeah.
But, the participants developed all these dogs. All of them, they were a dog, but with a different expression.
Right.
So we use, of course, the Lego bricks as a way to express creativity and showing that even though we are using AI as a technology, humans have a different take on creativity and might explore imperfect, but probably more emotional
Right.
versions of what we do. So that's what we did yesterday.
Something good to keep in mind. All right, so let's get you out here on this. So, is there anything you're particularly excited about that we as consumers can expect to see in the Lego stores in the upcoming year?
Yeah, definitely. There we have a lot of exciting things. Great products coming, soon. We have, as you could imagine, the big sets, the small sets for
Yes.
kids, for
Yes.
adults, for families. So we're very excited about that. We have quite a few new products coming soon. But what is keeping me excited, it is also the opportunities to celebrate play and creativity and fun. This year, in collaboration with many other great brands, we're going to have, for the first time ever, the global day of play, or play day, day of
Okay.
play. And it's amazing because then we are all, taking the time as families, as humans, to go back and play. So it's not only your kids. You can come and play. You can celebrate. And that's going to have, a lot of information online and on the stores. That's keeping me excited. But also the creativity workshops. We believe that, we all are very creative. We just need to give you the platform and the canvas to express yourself. But of course, lots of fantastic products coming in.
And when is the Global Day of Play? So I can put it in my calendar.
It is coming for the first time ever in June.
June.
Yes, it's
Ooh.
coming June this year. And of course, it's a great moment for the first time ever. It's actually now defined in collaboration with the United Nations. So it's really,
cool.
truly a
That's
global,
cool.
wow.
fantastic, achievement. A lot of, brands and colleagues have worked for that. So that's exciting. Actually, that week also in Lego. That's sorry for long answer,
it's
but
okay.
it's exciting.
Let's go.
We're
That's
gonna
great.
have the our global play day. So that means that all of us, who work for Lego, that day there is no work,
No work.
emails, no meetings. We block the day a year in advance to make sure that there is nothing urgent, and we all come together and play with with your peers, with the leadership team, with the owners. Everybody, we just come together and play for a day because
Right.
we want to role model that and live it
Yeah.
ourselves. So in June we will all be playing together. So hopefully you will also do that from wherever you are.
I'm down.
We need
I'm
to
in.
make it a
I'm
day
in.
of play.
I'm in. I'm
Absolutely.
for sure in. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was great. Martin of Lego, thank you for sitting down with us and interviewing with us and giving us your time at WRC because we know you're busy, so we appreciate it. Thanks to VusionGroup for making our coverage of the show possible. And as always,
Be careful out there.